Animations so you guys can play like me. I'm really excited for this, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next 2K22.
The traffic in New York City. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now the starting group for London. We've got Tatum. Young is out there with Adams. Then it's Conley, and it's Harris in at the 2. And looking at the Nets, Green is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Morant. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. Kenny, your shot mechanics look polished, even back in college. Some guys take longer to have that thing look smooth and right and make some sense optically.
Well, it's repetition more than the visual. So the more you, like I actually shot the ball and my left hand stays on too long, so I had a side spin. It didn't have a natural revolution. So Marcus Smart comes to mind, Lonzo Ball, but the repetition will help you.
And, there's some guys that, some of the great shooters don't have great. Ray Allen, Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe shot it with
Larry
a little
Bird's
Larry
form
Bird
was different.
But, they perfected it.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Morant against Conley. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Kenny, you played in so many different kind of offensive styles and systems during your basketball career. What stands out as your favorite?
Favorite was the Rockets. So that was the best style of play that I enjoyed most.
Yeah, I think you make a great call. People would think like as a guard, you'd want to just have more opportunity to be the focal point, but the reality is we'd rather win.
Without question.
You'd much rather play with a great big in our era who could dominate the paint because the role reverses. They basically become your point guards because they're playing out double teams. And now you're getting to catch guys in transition running at you where you can be more effective.
Dinwiddie against Harris.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Some solid defense from Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
What's incredible to me is the first time Jason Tatum stepped between the lines as an NBA player, he had a willingness to take on the responsibility of being a go-to scorer, even in the tough moments. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Doubled by Conley. Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And at 6'3", Morant sure can fly. Love when he gets up and throws it down.
With the growth of the G League, guys, some have predicted the NBA will eventually expand the draft to more than 2 rounds. With more players NBA ready. Good or bad, Kenny?
Well, it's funny because the Players Association would say they don't want it to expand.
Exactly.
They want it to be because they want guys to have the choice to choose where they want to go.
Right.
I think 3 rounds is necessary now. There's too many basketball players overseas now that are infiltrated into the system to give an opportunity. I think 3 rounds is necessary.
And the other reason why I think I agree is because back in the day, the second round wasn't guaranteed.
Yeah.
Now, basically, you all get guaranteed contracts in the second round. And so I think now you push that to the 3rd round, and you make that the make-good round. You see the court awareness Morant has, outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Now here's Conley. Tatum finds Harris. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Nets, trailing by 2. And this is the first time matched up with London this year. The Nets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And it's tied up with that one. We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Conley, the pass to Tatum. Back to Conley. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And yes, it's good.
Hey, this guy is competitive. He's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
8 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Tatum. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, this guy has a reputation for being a...
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lions lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Lions are going, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for London, they've got Steven Adams. Tatum out there with Young. Then there's Harris. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. You hear players talk about growing up the first time they ever dunked, a magical moment. Kenny, I'm sure you can think about that moment. Well, but what stands out for you more, the first time you dunked in a game or the first one overall when you were a kid growing up in New York?
I said there's 3 magical moments for me.
Besides this?
Yeah, yeah.
Besides sitting here courtside?
This is more than
Make
magical.
it 4. Make it 4.
This is more than magical. This is much
Much more than magical.
My first moment, first basketball game ever. I remember
How
that
old?
vividly.
How old were you?
I was in the 3rd grade. So I was 7 or 8 years old. First game ever. I remember putting on a uniform for the first time. Other than that, I never had a uniform. So I remember that. First college game, running out for North Carolina. And the last moment is, which no NBA team does. I cut the nets down when we won the championship. So those are my 3 most memorable.
I do remember, and it's funny how much time I spent the first time I dunked.
You remember that? You know,
yeah,
you know
why? We were all pretty athletic back then. But like what I remember most about it though is, you know how many hours you would spend trying to get that first dunk, right? I mean, you would be in the gym literally for
I don't remember my
hours.
first dunk.
And how old?
9th grade.
Great.
Heaven on earth.
And the Lions with possession here after the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Conley. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Nets leading by 4. Here's Randall. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Conley, the pass to Tatum. Back to Conley. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Boy, Mike Conley, the ability to change gears on the drive, that is pretty.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Randall kicks to Green. Dishes it to Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. From 18 feet away. And Tatum pulls it down. Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here by the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
And what an experience it was, Greg, to have Kenny joining us. You always know he's going to give you his honest opinion, which makes him so great.
Kevin, and throughout his playing days and now as a broadcaster, Kenny has never pulled any punches. He'll tell it to you like it is, and that's one reason he is so beloved.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Conley against Morant. Conley, the pass to Tatum.
This is one of Tatum's main strengths. He is a polished shooter who likes working in the mid-range.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. So the wing on the left. Morant dishes to Dinwiddie. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Passes it to Zeller. Out to Morant. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Seconds left in the first half. Now Tatum.
Well, it's about hustling and contesting.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Brooklyn.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. And gracing us with his presence once again after his...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. The lead is 2. They've got Julius Randle. He's out there with Zeller. Green out there with Morant. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Morant. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. The shot misses.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And a star player at Kentucky, Julius Randle, selected 7th back in 2014.
And it's not easy as a young player to overcome an injury early, but Julius has done that, and he has proven capable as a scorer in the NBA, and that, to me, is where he can make his mark. This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Dinwiddie against Harris. Dinwiddie kicks to Zeller. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Conley, the pass to Adams. Shoots a fader, and London again with the bucket.
Boy, if Adams can make mid-range jumpers, it opens up the floor for his teammates.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Dinwiddie. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
It's stolen by Green. And finished off by Morant.
Well, Danny Green specializes on the defensive end of the floor, gets a strip, and makes it easy on his teammates.
Harris outside. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Dinwiddie. London with the rebound.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Here's Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adams has got 8.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Conley kicks to Harris. 23 seconds left to play in the third. Clock at 6. Tatum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. That's now 8 points for Jason Tatum. Floats it up there for Morant. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Tatum, that's for 2. The shot comes out, and we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for London. Young out there with Tatum. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Conley. And it's Harris in at the 2 guard. And Adams with the slam.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Morant against Conley. From deep. Morant with some nice D.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
London trails by 4. Outside Tatum. Back to Conley. Oh, Tatum in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
Dinwiddie against Harris. Morant with a wide open look. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Morant's got 11 in the second half. The Lions have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Tatum against Randall. Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded closely. Zeller inside. Adams on him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Tatum down low. Guarded by Green. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Kept alive. On the pass to Conley. Kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 6. London needs to get off a shot here. Young. Green with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 3. Randall dishes to Morant. Dinwiddie with it. Picked up by Harris. Dinwiddie against Harris. Dinwiddie attacking, and Adams sends it back.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league. Steven Adams challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Dinwiddie attacking, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
And the Lions call time here. They're down by 6. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Here's Tatum. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
And an intentional foul right there. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5.
And as good as Morant's been, there's still plenty of upside. One of the younger players to enter the draft in 2019.
And London calls time here. They're trailing by 5. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
And he commits the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaking. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. And the Lions with possession here.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul. Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Young outside, pass to Harris, lets it fly. Rebounded by the Nets. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Pass to Thibault from deep 3-point range. The shot will not fall. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Some good. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.